Hey, whoa, my hair is funky. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Connor here, and today we will be doing another science experiment, this time with a bunch of dirt. So, what we need is a large glass. Right there, okay. That's step number 1 done. Some dirt from outside, we've already put some in there. Some sand, some gravel, we need to go into the front yard for that. Water, where we got the hose down there, and eye protection. We're thugs, so we don't need eye protection. Fill the jar with about 1/5 of the way with dirt. The same with the sand and the same with the gravel. Put the lid and mix the contents. So let's go grab the gravel. The gravel is actually in the front driveway, and I need to talk to you guys. I know I'm sorry. I am very, very, truly sorry for not uploading, but it was Thanksgiving week, and I was really enjoying some time without any work or school. So kind of YouTube kind of failed during that time. But that's kind of why I didn't upload at all during Thanksgiving, and I'm really sorry for that. We were hosting Thanksgiving, so we were working the whole time. But enough of that. Let's grab the gravel right here. You can see all these rocks. My dog really wants to hang out with us, guys, but I can't. All right, a little bit more. All right, a little bit more gravel. Not quite as sweet as I thought it was. Okay, so that's about even. Now we need to go mix this. See you guys there. You say hi. Yeah, are you happy, puppy? All right, let's go, buddy. Come on. You're such a cute doggy. Look at that little nub go. Come on, Boo. All right. So I think we're supposed to mix this. So let's put the lid on right now. No. Gravel is in the driveway.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so now we need to mix it all up.
Okay.
That's pretty balanced to me, but you can't really see anything. Add water to the jar so the water level is about 1 inch from the top of the jar. So let's go to the hose. Hopefully my phone doesn't get wet. Here we go. Put you guys right there. The jar right here. Take the lid off. Whoa. Yo. It's back here. Okay. Then turn the hose on. Just a tad. Watch out, Blue. Oh, I got my phone a little wet. Alright, so that's about about 1 inch right there. A little more. That's good. Alrighty. And I just realized that it's my day to do the dishes. So I'm going to be cleaning this jar of whatever up. Alright. Continue to add. Wait, what? This isn't the right one. Okay. I didn't get to do that experiment because I found the time. Alright. So, put the lid on and invert the jar. Once again, mix up the contents. Oh, wow. Okay. Let the jar sit for about 1 hour. After about 1 hour, invert the jar again several times to once again mix everything up. Repeat step at least twice before you go to bed. Be sure to let the jar sit at least 1 hour before each function.
Okay.
Okay, so this is going to take a couple of hours to do this. So I will get back to you guys in the next hour. As you can see, it's all floaty and stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, we have a question. Let's read it. The Grand Canyon is the northern western part of the state that has many of the characteristics. Oh, you guys can't see that, my bad. Of a desert. There is little rain in the Arizona and few lakes. Does it really make sense to think that I'm homeschooled, it's a big word. Sedimentary rock is in the Grand Canyon and laid down by water? Let's think. Well, when you think of it, it doesn't say absolutely no rain. It says little rain. So that could be a possibility, but it doesn't make sense. I mean, the rock was made by water. Maybe back in the day they had a lot of water there, or maybe the lakes flooded it a couple of times with the extreme amounts of rain that they had. So there's a lot of different ways it could happen, but when you just don't look at the big picture like I just did, it doesn't really make sense. So that's kind of a on both sides question. And I will see you guys in an hour. Okay, so it's actually not night. It's actually in the middle of the day. It's the next day, actually. So, yeah, that's why my hair is completely crazy. As you can see, I have not touched this jar, except for I just accidentally bumped it in 12 hours. That is crazy insane. Or not 12 hours, however long it's been. So let's open up the book. And let's see what we're supposed to do. Oh, just tells us to dump. But as you can see, look how, here, I'll get a better close-up. You guys probably can't see it all that well, because it's on camera. But, like, there's sand right here. This is dirt. This is a little bit of dirt right here. Then there's the gravel and rocks sitting at the top. And this is whatever. I can't remember what this is. But you can see all the layers. I wish you guys could be here with me. Yeah, there you go. That's a better shot. As you can see, all the different layers of stuff, which is really cool. That's a really cool experiment. We got two more to do actually. So let's go do them. So first, we're gonna make plaster, and that might take a while for it to harden. But we got all the requirements. We got our disposable cup. I'm gonna pour some water in it. Until it's about almost to the top, because we need to get this halfway full right here. Actually, we should probably do this vice versa, because this is gonna have plaster in it, and we'd have to throw that away. And it's probably not gonna be a good idea. So I don't think there's any way to do it other than cut it. Alright, now we have to read the instructions on here and do it. This is a plaster of Paris for 4 ounces. Put water, sprinkle half parts plaster mixture into mold. So let's say we have 8 ounces of water, so we're just gonna have to get a lot. Okay. And then we'll just hold it at that. And it says right as it's about as thick as pancakes batter. We're good. So it's a bit thin right now. Really thin. Can you grab that, Kill? Okay, so this is really thin, as you can see on the spoon. It's like liquid still. So we need to pour. This is a really messy experiment. A little bit more.
I'll go there right now.
Why do you say that? So it's starting to get a bit thicker. Not really. It's still really thin. So I think we're going to have to pour this whole plaster thing in here. I hope we didn't get too much water. We're going to pour the rest of the bag in here. It needs to be as thick as pancake batter, right? Stir until as thick as pancake batter. Alright. There we go. That's alright. It's getting to that texture that you want. Because now we're basically cooking. We got the lima beans on. They're just frozen. Multitasking. I can't do it. I can't slam this and mix. It's like one of those brain tricks things. Like, you know, pat your head, rub your stomach. It's one of those right now. Okay, so it's getting thick. This will have to do. It might not be perfect, so we'll go put that on the reminders that the plaster is not completely perfect. But we will take this right here and pour it into it until it's about halfway full. Right away, we need to put a few lima beans in, it says. Okay. And wait for your plaster to dry. Okay, so we're gonna put the lima beans in. And they're floating, so we'll have to remember that. So they're floating right now. Now, let's get started on the next experiment. We actually can't perform the next experiment because I looked in the box and there's not the stuff for it, and we had to go all the way to a hardware store, so we might do that later in the year when we get the time to, but my mom's really busy and I'm not going to bother her right now, and my dad's at work, so yeah. I'll see you guys when the plaster dries, though. So we are actually currently inside right now. It's been 3 days since I started recording this video, but we got 2 or 3 questions to answer, so let's answer them. First question is an on your own question. Okay, wait for the camera to focus. There we go. Okay. Although erosion can form beautiful views like the Grand Canyon, it also can be a problem. Suppose, for example, a house is built near the edge of a steep hill. Not a good idea. Heavy rain can erode the soil and rock on the hillside, taking away the support on the house and potentially causing the house to fall down on the side of the hill. What could the owner of the house do to help reduce the amount of hillside erosion? Well, for starters, you cannot build your house by the side of a hill. I mean, that would be... Anyway, but you probably do not want to... You can build a dam, like, to block the water, or you can build trenches, but still that's a bad idea because the water could still get underneath the rocks. I don't know exactly how I would stop it. I'm sure there's some kind of way. But it's just not a good idea, so don't do that. An experienced cave diver goes to the bottom of a lake in a large cave. When she reaches the bottom of the lake, she finds it covered in stalagmites. She concludes that this must have been an empty cavern at one time, and the lake must have formed a while after the cave was formed. Why? Oh my God, you guys couldn't even see the question. This is a tough question because I don't feel like they reviewed this kind of stuff enough in this book, but it's okay. That means the stalagmites are either really old or really new. They're not, and they could be up to 2,000 years old, or they could be like 5 years old. You don't know. I don't really know how to answer this question, but if you guys do, it would be greatly appreciated if you left it in the comment section below. That would be amazing, because I don't really know the answer to this question. So, I hope you guys like my background. I think it looks pretty sick. Okay, so we got one more question. In the picture below, an unconformity between 2 layers of the sediment rock is pointed out. What type of unconformity is it? Unconformity. Okay, you can see it right there. This little divot right here. There's 2 different rocks. 2 different types of rocks here. You can see, look, and right here too. It's right here too. That's because, look, if you look at the top, there's trees, which means this isn't soil. This rock has been soaked with soil, so it can actually grow plants. But this rock hasn't, because there's no plants on it. Well, not that we can see. So it has minimal soil. So that is an unconformity, and you would want it to be vice versa. Otherwise, this could collapse. I'm surprised. I would be surprised if this doesn't collapse very soon. You learned about the principle of superstition in the previous module. Assuming it is true, which group of rocks in the Grand Canyon is older? The sedimentary rocks from the horizontal strata or the rocks below the angular conformity? So that's asking which one of these is this type of rock, like I just explained to you, which is soaked with soil, or this one. And I'd say this one is older because this one has brand new soil that is still able to grow trees. And this isn't always the case. But in this picture, I think this is the case for it, because obviously the trees kind of gave away the answers. And when my mom gets home, we can do the plaster of Paris experiment. So I'll see you guys then.